I've been looking back on what are my aims as both performer and choreographer currently, and what I've sort of held on to as well during my process of developing who I am as an artist is I want to find balance between both entertaining and authenticity. And I find comfort in that through humour, while being able to talk about and bring light to maybe some difficult topics, while also creating wow factor that a lot of people can enjoy and not just cater to one certain audience, but to be inclusive and be more accessible for those to come and enjoy contemporary dance while also staying true to myself as a contemporary dance artist. So the works I've been developing this year have both been under my new collective, Alchemy Dance Collective, alongside founders Caroline Dewan and Hannah Instra-Walker. This Fringe, we debuted Soul and Deja Vu, which is a dance double bill with Deja Vu choreographed by myself. And then we've just been in recent development for Main Street, choreographed and directed by myself and mentored by Diego Alvarez-Sanyo. Deja vu comes from my fascination with feelings that we all know and experience as everyday people, but why do we all experience this as everyday people? And tying that into physical theatre, dance, some tumbling, and creating some humorous movement / dialogue all into the one show with lots and lots of balloons, which represent everyday feelings, textures, and emotions. During the process of Deja Vu, I was very grateful to have the team of dancers behind me and my wonderful team of Alchemy helping to create the double bill and have a wonderful cast of 5 who not only performed in Soul but Deja Vu as well. And I learned how to manage the pace and stamina of keeping our dancers well while also producing some really awesome movement and creations, and just the basics of figuring out Fringe as an emerging artist and working alongside the wonderful venue, The Shed at Goodwood. In my residence at Dance Hub, I have begun a workshop development process where it was sort of a come and try, because what we are doing is a remount / new creation from 2020, when we all know what happened there. We had a development with a wonderful Costa Rican choreographer and dancer called Diego Alvarez-Sanyo. I hope I'm saying that right, Diego. And we only had a period of 4 weeks with him before the world locked down, and it was definitely the biggest lesson and experience that I took away from AC Arts, that unfortunately the show never saw the stage, and I feel like that's just a waste of wonderful choreography and learning that needs to be seen. So through discussion with Diego, he is now coming on board as a mentor, and I will be choreographing and directing the new version of Main Street. We took tasks that we both created and worked with Diego back in 2020 while also reworking it to make a 2023 version. So currently in 2020, what was current, COVID, stress, just life, different classes, and like lots of upper and lower, north and south, and community, which is what we are still doing in 2023, but making it more relevant to the current topics. And we play with a lot of acting sort of tasks, working with intrusive thoughts, working with your first instance to move, while tying in inspirations of techniques of like flying low, tumbling, and just really pulling the dancers out of their comfort zones. Alchemy Dance Collective began as a project-based collective. From our first making of Soul and Deja Vu, we realized very quickly that space is very limited, and we're about to lose, I hope we don't lose another space again, because this community and the industry is growing, but the spaces are getting smaller and smaller, and there's only so many people that can be in a space at a time. Our vision for Alchemy, which feels like it's changing and growing very ambitiously daily because of how hungry we are to not just want to help ourselves and make projects, but to help the community, We are looking to create things to be exciting for outside of Adelaide Fringe. We've begun this by starting Trilogy Film Festival, potentially a new platform for dance films in South Australia, but also welcoming many, many artists to just come on board and just apply. Let's get in the theatre, let's watch these films together as a community. But beyond that, we want to build a new home. We want it to be comforting. We want it to be multidisciplinary. And with that, we'd love to create a hub for Fringe, a dance home for both inside and outside Fringe. Without Dance Hub this month, this development wouldn't have happened. And I'm very grateful to be here dancing alongside not just friends, but beautiful local dance artists that we are just hungry to be moving. And we wouldn't have begun this process this month without Dance Hub SA, who has been so generous in giving us the time and days that they've given us. I treated this process as a bit more of a come and try workshop, and it felt more relaxed in a healthy way. There was no urgency to have to get things done, but with that we have so many tasks and so much material to pull from when we go into development in November, and just the hard work that the dancers have put in, I think without even realising what they've done for me, I'm internally grateful for.